Tampa woman charged with impersonating a minor and harassing young boys. In October 2023, Tampa, Florida was shocked by a serious case involving Alyssa Zinger, a 21-year-old bakery store employee. She was accused of having sexual relations with multiple underage students, an illegal and unethical act that attracted public attention and the judicial system's scrutiny. Assistant Prosecutor Muriel Moore stated, "The accused lived her entire life pretending to be the 14-year-old girlfriend of a real 14-year-old child." Prosecutors alleged that Zinger posed as a 14-year-old homeschooled student, communicating with boys on Snapchat and TikTok, and engaging in sexual relations with different boys throughout 2023. Investigators noted there was video evidence of multiple sexual acts involving Zinger and minors. One victim told police that Zinger was jealous of his new girlfriend and began sharing pornographic images as revenge. Zinger's lawyer argued that she was not the one who recorded the videos. Her lawyer also mentioned that Zinger had a history of emotional and developmental challenges. She noted that Zinger participated in an IEP plan during her schooling and transferred schools during high school. This family faced serious emotional and developmental issues as Ms. Zinger grew up, said Dana Hurst-Fulguera, Zinger's lawyer. "I think that's clearly evident from the text message content. This was not a 22-year-old communicating with someone she considered her peer." However, prosecutors argued that there were no signs of developmental delays in her academic records. During the hearing, Judge Ward noted Zinger's reaction to the accusations. "Whenever something happens that the state brings up, you might disagree. You shake your head," she said. "You seem not to understand that the issue is not who recorded the video. The issue is that you appear in multiple videos with 13 and 14-year-old boys. You're an adult. You're manipulating, exploiting these boys." Prosecutors also argued that Zinger's parents might have helped her conceal evidence. In court, they played footage from a body camera during a search of Zinger's parents' home, where she was living. The footage showed Zinger's father giving detectives a phone he claimed was Zinger's. However, detectives said the phone had an ID matching Zinger's mother's name, and the last call on the phone was in 2021. A detective said she visited Zinger's parents' home a second time, and Zinger told them she had lost the phone. "What I can't understand is how they try to help you to the point of obstructing a criminal investigation and helping you avoid accountability," the prosecutor said. Zinger's lawyer requested that the judge allow Zinger bail before trial, arguing that she had not violated any previous pretrial conditions. "She could have fled," Hurst-Fulguera said. "Her parents could have sent her somewhere to live with someone. She did not do that. She remained in Hillsborough County knowing that these potential cases or numbers could be added." The judge denied Zinger bail, stating that no bail conditions could protect community safety. "You really seem not to understand the issue here," Judge Laura Ward said. "You are the problem here. Your actions toward these boys are illegal, and that's not okay. Whether they recorded the video or you recorded the video, you are the only adult." The judge also ordered Zinger not to use electronic devices while in jail. One of the victims, a 13-year-old boy, provided detailed testimony about his relationship with Zinger. He said he met Zinger on Snapchat in late May 2023 and maintained the relationship until mid-September. Initially, the boy believed Zinger was a 14-year-old student, but later discovered the truth. A notable incident occurred in July when Zinger and the boy were caught shoplifting at a Nordstrom store. At that time, police confirmed Zinger's true identity as a 21-year-old woman. However, after contacting the boy's parents, the police allowed him to return home. Tampa police conducted 2 strict searches at the Zinger family home. The first time in November, they seized mobile phones to collect evidence. In January of the following year, an investigation team returned to photograph Zinger's bedroom to gather additional information. The 13-year-old boy provided a comprehensive and detailed statement about his relationship with Zinger. He described the relationship as extremely stressful and negatively impacting his life. According to his testimony, Zinger exhibited violent behaviors, emotional volatility, and a tendency to control the relationship. The boy revealed they had sexual relations approximately 30 times. Initially, he did not expect things to progress so quickly, but it eventually became a normal occurrence. Zinger frequently displayed aggressive behavior when provoked. such as throwing objects, making threats, and even promising to have older students handle things if the boy wanted to break up. The victim suggested that Zinger had mental health issues. According to him, immediately after the incident was discovered, Zinger was taken by her family to a psychiatric hospital. Zinger herself had previously acknowledged these psychological difficulties. Detectives reported discovering 4 additional victims in recent months. Zinger is currently being held at the Hillsborough County Detention Center since April. After the accusations were expanded, she has been charged with multiple offenses related to sexual relations with minors and has not pleaded guilty. Prosecutors stated that the 4 additional victims were all between 13 and 14 years old. Zinger's father shared that his daughter had never previously violated the law. He affirmed that this incident had changed family relationships, even bringing his daughter closer to her parents. He mentioned limiting his daughter's phone usage and increasing supervision. The Alyssa Zinger case is not just about criminal accusations, but has profound and widespread societal impacts, particularly regarding online safety awareness and parental supervision. In an era of expanding digital technology, social media platforms like Snapchat and TikTok have become popular connection tools, but also harbor potential risks. Zinger's case clearly demonstrates how these platforms can be exploited to access and manipulate vulnerable minors. The case has sounded an alarm about the dangers of social media abuse and loss of control in digital environments. Prosecutors made it clear that Zinger frequently used social media to approach young victims, manipulating and maintaining inappropriate relationships. The case has prompted child protection organizations to increase warnings to parents and communities about social media risks and emphasize parental monitoring's importance. When these platforms are not strictly controlled, they can become ideal environments for individuals with malicious intent to access, entice, and manipulate children. Another highlight of the case involves discussions about Zinger's mental health and how it is considered within the judicial system. Zinger's lawyer emphasized her history of psychological and developmental issues, but prosecutors did not view this as a mitigating factor. In fact, the case raised questions about whether these factors should be more thoroughly examined to ensure the fairness and correctness of the legal system, and whether they could be used to justify criminal behavior. The case raises critical questions about minor safety on social media, the psychological impact of inappropriate relationships, and the legal responsibility of individuals exploiting children's naivety. The Alyssa Zinger case is still awaiting further court proceedings to fully clarify the situation and determine the judicial system's final decision. It is a complex case that reveals the potential dangers of technology abuse and adolescent vulnerability.